Time.
Want me to say anything?
No, you don't say anything. You just say something. No, we're live. So, all right. Well, welcome. We are here to give away my Blackstone Grill. Now, here's the point, and I think I had a few people reach out to me thinking that it was a joke, right? Because you don't just when 90% of the things that you say are a complete joke. When you do come out with something new, that you got to make sure that it's real. So we did everything we could. So I wanted to go over in exactly what happened, what transpired, why, and how it is that after winning a Blackstone Grill, I'm here on a Monday afternoon to turn around and give it away. So for those of you who have been following this as it has transpired, I wanted to go back and kind of lay down the groundwork. Travis, where did this all begin from the beginning?
If we want to go way back from the beginning, it was for an Atlas tour, and I'd asked the marketing department. I was like, "Hey, I need a new drawing for the Atlas event." And so I need it tomorrow. And I think they were like, "What, tomorrow? Oh, yeah, we'll work on that." I'm like, "If we don't get it by tomorrow, then I don't think you want to see what I'm capable of doing." So I think the clock had ticked, struck midnight, and I pulled together this gem that I was able to throw together and post on social media. And then once they saw the notification that I had posted something, I think that's really kind of where the whole thing started. I think a lot of our followers or some of the people who were going to the event had made some comments down below. So I think there's something about a dragon. It'd be better if you would have put a dragon in there, or other things that they were giving us some sort of advice on things that I should have had in there. So I think that's really kind of like something just got thrown out there, and I was feeling pretty good about myself about how good of a job I did. And then people were giving us suggestions. And then I think that's really kind of where it all started.
So had you ever done Photoshop before doing this picture?
No.
No, right?
No.
And neither had I. But what ended up happening is somebody in the comments on this one said, "Mike, did you do this?" And I'm like, dude, I thought this was pretty good. Like, but I don't have an eye for creativity or anything. So I thought this was pretty good. I said, no, not a chance. Mine wouldn't look nearly this good, but at least it would have a fire-breathing dragon. So that's when this one showed up. And I think this was the marketing department deciding that this thing should have been burned from the from the beginning, and why it's half burned up, but at least it did have a fire-breathing dragon. So that's where this thing all started. And then over the course, it just evolved from there. Now this thing actually looks pretty spectacular because marketing department took it over from there and decided they should do an actually decent job of this. But not to be outdone, I kind of thought this was my first shot. So that at that point, I was inspired by you to get into it. So again, I Googled it. I tried to figure out, how to do Photoshop. I went on some crazy website and started doing it. Now I was able to put Trogdor, the Burninator, in this one and give you a peg leg. Those are the two things that I was most impressed by on this one.
And all the cool add-ins that did not clear the backgrounds, such as the peg leg with that white gap, whatever that is there, and the Atlas just kind of cut out of the magazine. It reminds me of a school project. We did like collages, and I just cut little clips out of a magazine and pasted them on something. That's what it reminds me of. But overall, eight for effort for sure, solid.
Yeah, I mean, for the first time ever. Of course, this was kind of the plan going in. I had said, we need to make Travis into a pirate, which again, listen, the talent that these guys have, it's uncanny. How long do you think it would take you to do something like this?
It would never happen. I don't have the patience to sit there and get this tedious over a picture. This quality, no, not coming from me.
But I mean, come on. When I decided, when I was invited to go and I knew I was going, I decided to add the parrot to it. Trying my hand out again. I did have to change the date of it too, because they had gotten that one wrong. I don't know. Again, I think it's, I'm getting into the groove at this point, clearly. But, again, the marketing team coming after the ROOFLE sales team has now become a thing, and lots of back and forth. And we definitely have a rivalry going on, a little bit of feud, if you will, which is when that turned.
Which brings us to Hasbullah.
I had to Google who this guy was. I'd never heard of him before. But when I became Hasbullah, then Matthew became the girl from the Hufflepuff clan. So yeah, these things just get worse and worse and worse. So it was right after that when Mike's Blackstone came about. So for those of you who have took up our challenge, we just was asking if you had never done a demo for RoofQuote Pro by ROOFLE. If you don't know what it is or how it works, this was a perfect opportunity to find out what that is like, because I actually did win a Blackstone. So it had been a few months, and we had tried to. I had been trying to push this software. Clearly, with the speed at which ROOFLE is growing, we needed some software to do some of our traveling and expenses and that kind of stuff. And I had found this one, and it was running a promotion, and I happened to win a Blackstone Grill. Of course, Matthew intercepted that and decided that I do not deserve to win a Blackstone Grill. And so he took possession of it and started this promotion to give it away, which
well, I might have to make an admission here. I've been known to be somewhat of an instigator. And so I may or may not have tipped off somebody to let them know of a prize you may have won. So
I was wondering, because he wasn't even part of that deal. I couldn't figure out how he even knew. You're so mean to me.
Yeah. I may or may not have led him down that trail to let him know that maybe you had a prize coming. So I said, you better get something out there quickly. So then essentially now we can't go back on it. So, which is where we have come now to what, somebody winning your Blackstone?
It is. But first, we are looking forward to continuing our trek through the stadiums of America. Philadelphia, June 28th. That's just in about a week and a half from now. Join us in Philadelphia, where Travis Rocky Halvrego will be facing off against our CMO, Matthew Drago McDaniel. This is going to be a fight for the ages. I think I'm getting better and better. I love your hair,
Mike. I don't know. I think you may have to hang up the Photoshop. I think maybe your Photoshop days could potentially get over. I mean, why don't you quit now while you're ahead? I mean,
it's addicting.
Yeah.
All right. Well, without further ado, we're going to. So what I have done is we have taken all of our qualifying customers, and we have put them into the wheelofnames.com randomizer, and we are going to be spinning for this thing right now and see who wins a Blackstone Grill. Again, do not pay any attention to the tiers. Can you hear that?
I can hear it very little. I thought maybe that was your brain thinking, possibly. But you saying that that's the wheel?
Yeah, that was the wheel. And there's a bunch of confetti and everything flying everywhere. Aztec Construction Services, LLC. Aztec Construction Services, LLC. You have won my Blackstone Grill. I will not be receiving it. Instead, you will be. So be watching for that. We will contact you and give you your new Blackstone Grill. However, this feud is long from over. Matthew may have won the battle on this, but he will not win the war. So I happen to know, I have friends. Most people don't know this, but I have friends. And I was able to break into his apartment over the weekend. And yeah, so there was a few different things. I was trying to figure out what are some of the things that I could give away of his that that would be better, just to up the ante here a little bit. So, you know, he obviously, I would guessing he probably drives a Prius, probably has a cat at home. I mean, he looks like a guy that would have a cat. I was thinking about what are the other things that we could start giving away. He's got a ton of houseplants. I just didn't think anybody would want one of the houseplants.
Please tell me it's a cactus. Please tell me it's a cactus.
Oh, man. But no. So what I have found of his, and I will be sending it to the person who, again, this is going to be for the next 2 weeks. If you come in and experience RoofQuote Pro Instant Roof Estimator for your website over the next 2 weeks, if it is the first time that you've looked into it, this is a great time to do it because I have a brand new out of the box DJI mic set, fully capable of plugging into a phone, computer. I have one of these things. They are fantastic. I never use it because I'm a horrible content creator, but I do have one, and I have used them. And listen, if I can get them to work, anybody can get them to work. They're so stupid easy. So we are going to be giving away Matthew's DJI mic set, and right out of the box, they are still in the box. Both of these items will be in the box. His DJI Osmo. So we are going to be giving away an Osmo and a DJI mic set over the next. So schedule your demo in the next 2 weeks. We will be giving away a set. 2 different prizes. So we're going to have a first prize and a second prize. We're going to send a DJI mic set to a lucky winner and a DJI Osmo to a lucky winner that I stole from the mailbox of Matthew McDaniel, CMO of ROOFLE.
It seems like this feud just keeps on giving.
It's not going to end anytime soon. Promise you.
Well, for my sake, I hope it ends soon.
All right. Well,
all right.
Thank you for everybody who tuned in here. Congratulations to Aztec Construction Services. You will be receiving your Blackstone Grill here as soon as we can get a hold of you and get it over to you. But for all of you who have been following this feud, I do I hope you don't get too bored, because it is what it is. Our talents are limited, at least on our end. All right. Thank you. We will catch you next time.